Thank you for coming for another exciting global channeling practice. It is May 18th, 2022, and we're gonna get going with some light language. So Wendy's gonna start us off. So go ahead, Wendy.
All right, thank you. So I actually was just starting to do a grounding so that anybody who's watching can do this as well at home whenever you're getting ready to do a meditation or to do any light language. So we usually will start with oming because we're a group, so we'll kind of like connect our hearts, and then afterwards at the end we'll do a cord cutting to make sure that everybody's cords are back to their own self, but while we're working together then our hearts are joined. So what it does is it helps to increase the energy. So if you're working with anybody, just be cognizant of how you're working in a group. So so just bringing down golden crested energy, and just imagine it like a rain shower coming in down through your chakras above your body, and then as it comes into your auric field, into your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your high heart, your sacral, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra. Some people are aware of their thunder chakra, which is kind of in the thigh area, and then their earth star chakra. So just imagine that golden shower coming down now, taking a breath. Releasing ground, having your roots going down deep into Gaia, connecting into our crystalline heart, connect. And you should be feeling that energy now. Very nice. And then just relax into it. Atakayoenira echikriera di ejua mara ai etakriana etikayana rata etakriera ta enya eju nara etakriana ataturo ti enya atakriana taktia atira to unyu utiaya akahia mama noira tata ejua mara akania natkdia tata etakto utura ta ena taka etakria apahir enya etakri enya etutu uai etakta etakta ama no ona aka inya to uro to inya ta hira ta inya chikruya na apa. Blessings.
Blessings.
Pleiadians, of course. It's like we were talking about them and we called them in.
Do you have a translation?
Yeah, it's I hear it starting, it's always starting out with, we are the Pleiadians, we are the Pleiadians, we are the Pleiadians. And we are coming to you today because of the opening of the portal that's going to be happening here in another day. And so this high energy is giving us the ability to make it more readily available to connect with you. You are currently in another growth period, and during this growth period, you will find that some of your more dormant DNA within the Pleiades will be more coming online and being activated for you so that you can read and understand more readily the connections that you have within the Pleiadian team, light team, within the Pleiadian light team. Continue on with your tuning work in each of your different types of connection. You will sense there is some AI technology. We will often be around and moving and using this to connect with you as well, and sometimes for observation so that we can assist as needed. So try to be more aware as you are working through each of these understandings. We thank you, we love you, we hope that you are staying grounded and connected. Blessings. I just heard Amon.
Amon.
And Amon, I've been told that he has come back with me life and life again and again. He's a green Pleiadian. And he was the one who helped contribute DNA energy to me when I was 6 years old and did an overdose of my dad's medication.
To si kioia hikia kakoe te aia sokoi te aia kua. Hia sakutoa ia si atu e ki te a i sakutoa ia i sakutoa i te a. Ho si kaia tu i te a i sakutoa ia si atu e ki te a. Ho si a i si kutoa ia si ki a io ki te aia si te a. Ho si a ia sakutoa ia si a ko te a i. O si kaya tu ko ya te a si o te ai te ko e te ai te ki a tu I si ki a tu ko ai te kaya tu e te ai si ko tai ai si ki a ko si ai o tu ko ai si ki a hi ko ya. Yeah, I was feeling like that was one of the galactic dragons from Andromeda on the Orion Council. Let's see if I can get a name. The name Mari, like Mari. Mari. Interesting. Okay. Just making a greeting, a blessing. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
Kurahana. Harrasunzora shinje atosa. Yato raha. Yato. Look within, beyond. Turmahanani ananiera turmanani anentiana manani turaki. Beyond what you were taught to believe. Tura hashanani rekikia wa haturmahani atikua ashanietiara tu. Kura hanani and mahatora pashakunjuru titiara shanze. Arokora ha machichurunze ma arushuru uku. Telia hanania tukura haha. Ikamba yetoraka, know where you're going, karahaniatina ma achuchuru nyakikia hatai. Rushinjera toraki. Kelama niatera ki rusunjura ki. Lift the veil, karahana. Ma achukuro niate ma aniatero okushunjuru hata. Sharakatinje ratete ma akura o turjijiha. Peace, blessings. So be it. So be it, and so it is.
Yes, I am here. It is I, Anubis. Sakya sukoisia yetukua esika etoya. Yaso yetia kya esukoto. Hosia koisia kia yetuko esia. Harsia sikia to esikia esukotea etuko esikia. Hosia ko sikia tia esio to esikia. Hosiakia hitia yesukoto. Hiasuko hesia totoya yesikia is Yesukotaya sikia.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for welcoming me in.
So I've been getting your name starting last night and then again today prior to us channeling. Then I kept hearing your name again and again. And the clearing is happening for me as well with the yawning and the moving of energies. So can you tell me, have you been leaving me messages or coming to me in my dream time?
Yes, we have visited each other during your astral travels. There's much happening on your earth plane, as you know, and I am helping to further awaken some of your gifts, or making you more consciously aware upon awakening of additional abilities that you have, or additional pathways that you can explore to learn more about your soul, learn more about your ancient practices, your ancient rituals during Egyptian times as well as others. You may not always remember everything upon awakening, but you will be given glimpses bit by bit into these ancient remembrances of yourself. So just trust and allow this to continue to open. Set your intentions before you fall asleep at night for what you wish to recall upon awakening. But I am here to support your journey, to support this remembrance of yourself based on our past lifetimes together in Egypt.
Thank you. Was I Nephthys and you were Anubis, my son, in the Egyptian life, in that particular Egyptian life?
Yes, I was your son. Yes, you were Nephthys, my mother.
And so the stories are, is that I was on, maybe Isis was the light entity and I was the dark entity as a twin. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but curious. Maybe that was the role I chose for that particular life.
You had some shadow qualities to your nature, not necessarily negative, just connecting more with the underworld, connecting more with rituals surrounding death that I was also a part of, or some of which I learned from you as my mother. But there is aspects of light and dark within each one of you, within
Right.
every human who has a lifetime here on this planet. And that is part of the journey. That is part of what you are working through now, is transforming some of these darker aspects, these more shadow aspects of yourself, and transforming them into the light, forgiving any judgment to any of these types of past experiences that were lacking light, if you will.
Oh, I just had some insight. So I was talking to Susan earlier about this dream where I was at a school and everybody was coming out, but we were like down in like this dungeon area and it was like gray. And I said, be careful, don't pick up that duster that looked like a big bottle brush. And then somebody picked it up and I said, all right, well, you know what that means then. Now you have to like go dust. But I think that was an analogy. And what just popped into my head was that I was freeing souls that maybe I had captured and kept in one of those lifetimes. And letting school out was my analogy to releasing these souls. And they were all allowed to go through this gated area. But that just intuition just showed up in my mindset. So what do you see or know?
Similar, that, yeah, it's releasing any soul fragments, soul attachments that you have still held on to, or that they too still may hold fragments of your soul. So it is cleaning up, in a sense, cleaning up and releasing, transforming, like I said, these darker aspects, these soul fragments, anything that no longer serves you, anything that you're attached to from these lifetimes, that is you holding on to others' soul fragments, or they holding on to yours, and releasing others' soul fragments back to them and asking for yours in return, so that you all may be released from this, which you are, like you have said, that you were released from school. And that is overall the purpose of why you are here. If you wish to go through your ascension process, you need to release yourself from the wheel of karma, release yourself from these reoccurring attachments or connections, and forgiving them, allowing them to go back to those that they belong to, healing them, transforming them to the light, so that all of you students, you're both the students and the teachers in your experiences, that you are both able to release yourselves from this cycle of karmic learning on this planet, and to rise above and go through your ascension process, if you choose to do so in this lifetime or other lifetimes. That it is letting go of these things that weigh you down, bit by bit, as you raise your vibrational frequency.
So then all these people that I saw in this dark, like dungeon hallway, and I said, it's kind of like it went in and then it went out. And I felt like we were all like going through, taking a turn. Were those then the soul fragments?
Can you repeat that?
Was that the soul fragments that were standing in the hallway waiting their turn? In that dream that I just was talking about?
And you said it was a darkened hallway?
Yeah, it was a darkened hallway and there was a duster on the floor that looked like a bottle brush. Maybe it was a bottleneck. Maybe we were cleaning out the bottleneck.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah, these were, yeah, in a sense, like lost soul fragments. They weren't truly lost, but they were in a confused state, a stuck state, because they needed you to release them. They needed you to become aware of them, and to dust away the debris, dust away the stagnation, so that they can move back into reintegration with the souls that they belong to. so that you, by you coming into awareness of them and you choosing to pick up the dusting device, the bottle brush, if you will, that you recognize that it is time to get to work and to help clean up, at least, or take accountability at least for your role in these past lifetimes where you've held on to, or where these soul fragments had been held back, or in a dark, forgotten place within your consciousness, and that you are coming into awareness so that you can clean up that aspect of your consciousness, release any old attachments or fragments that do not belong to you, that belong to others, as well as requesting that your soul fragments be returned to you for reintegration. For there may be others in the same situation that may be holding on to you, or different fragments of you or attachments of you in other dimensions, other realities, other lifetimes that you may not even be aware of. But setting the intention or requesting that these portions of yourself be returned to you so that you can become more whole moving forward, that this is something that I recommend that you do in your daily meditations, your daily prayers, is setting these types of intentions will assist you in your own growth, in your own evolution as a soul.
Perfect. Well, that makes good sense to me, because I recently had worked with someone that indicated that I had some shadow work to be done, and he called them angels of valor that he recommended that I work with. I didn't necessarily feel comfortable working with those he suggested, but I think working with you makes more sense, unless you have anybody else that you want me to work with besides myself.
No, you may call upon me or whoever you feel a close relationship with, that you trust in working with in this way. That is just one suggestion, but you can call upon me or the other ascended masters or archangels that you
Okay.
are connected with, and any one of us can assist you. Any one of us can help guide you in your dream time or in your meditations. We can connect with you. If you ask to be shown some of these shadow aspects of yourself, to be released, to be forgiven, to be transformed into the light, you can always request our assistance with this.
Thank you. Is this something that Susan is going through too, and Joan and the global channeling group? Are we all kind of at that same spot, or some people have already hit the door?
Yes, there are some, perhaps more than others, but you will go through levels of this as more and more of your soul is revealed to you, more and more of these lifetimes is revealed to you, that you will need to continue to do your forgiveness work, to do your releasement of anything that is of a denser nature, anything that is weighing you down or holding you back in progressing forward. All needs to be forgiven and reintegrated in order for you to ascend to a higher vibration. But it is a gradual leveling up, if you will, from one level of density to the next, one dimensional level to the next. But in order to raise up your density bit by bit, it'll be a continuous process, a slow process, if you will, even though time isn't relevant, but it is something that's more and more will be revealed to you as you are ready to receive it, as you're ready to be open to it and to continue to rise. So continue to do your inner work, continue to allow our assistance to help you with this. Do not feel like you are ever alone on this journey, for there are many here to assist you.
Yeah, I was hitting some kind of a level of frustration the other day related to how come I can see so nice at my dream time, but I can't see during my meditations. Is that something that I may ask for more clarity? I know I've started working with the matrix on that, but is that something that is in the works, or can I have further assistance on that? So, you know, like when you're channeling someone, you get that image or that flash of who it is that you're channeling. Or I think I'm hearing okay, because I was hearing you that you were connecting, making yourself known.
Yeah, you all have different levels of clarity with your clairs, with your psychic senses. You know, some have more visuals, some have more auditory or energy sensing abilities, etc. But don't ever feel the need to compare yourself to others, or feel that you are less than, or that this is a form of self-judgment in a way to
I think I don't self-judge. I think I just want more.
but all
I'm
all
hearing it
comes
telepathically. Well, it's kind of interesting because I feel like I almost feel like it's a joke on myself of, all right, this is going to be fun. You're going to go back and you're not going to be able to see anything or hear anything, but you'll be able to feel, because that's what you want. So you'll be able to feel stuff, and that's how you're going to get your info. And then you're going to know stuff, and that's how you're going to get your info. So let's see how good you do.
that all is available to you, but the more that you, rather than being frustrated about the speed of some of these gifts awakening for you, the more you can appreciate what you have, appreciate what has been revealed to you up to this point, to be more in that sense of gratitude in the now moment for all that you have, all that your life has become because of all of these amazing connections that you've made.
Yes.
Both here and in the higher realms. But continue to set your intentions, continue to request assistance from the matrix to have more of these gifts come online for you, to have more of these extrasensory abilities awaken for you. And then believe it, then trust it, that it will show up at some point, that more and more will open up for you the more that you believe it as being possible for you. But you also need to be in a state of allowing and trust that when the timing is right, it will show up for you, it will arrive, that there may be other things that need tuning, adjusting, in order for things to come on more online, other abilities to come online, that maybe other things need to be recalibrated to allow that to happen.
Right.
And you can also ask questions like, why hasn't this happened yet? You can
Okay, let me
also,
ask that question. Why hasn't it happened yet? Actually, I mean, it's happened a few times, and I trust me, I'm very grateful. And last night I actually went through an appreciation list, and there's oftentimes in the morning where I'll do the same. So, I do know that I am cognizant of being in my gratitude, and so I just know that there's so much, right? There's just so much, and just being mindful of the awareness to it. And I know that it's been more and more, but I'm hoping it will be more and more frequently.
yes.
So yeah, but I am definitely thankful whenever it does come in. And for those, I know that it's always my my guide team and higher beings that are assisting me in those moments. And so thanking them for their, their cheat sheets on the test, so to speak.
Well, anytime that you are feeling frustration, in a sense, it is restricting yourself or restricting the future expansion of these gifts, in a sense that the more that, so for example, you have recently in the previous months have experienced more ability to see auras, where this dear one, for example, does not have that ability as of yet, but she does see visions with her eyes closed. So there's different ways to have this type of clairvoyance open up. And the more that you trust that is opening up for you, the more that you visualize, in a sense, that you already have these abilities, that you already have the ability to see these other beings that you and others channel, and have more of these visionary qualities, this clairvoyance, the more that you can see within yourself as if you already have these things, and you know that it's coming to you, and you trust that it's coming to you, and that in some form of reality it already exists. So try to have patience, try to trust that the universe is doing its job, the matrix is doing its job to bring these things to you. And even though you may not see it in your reality in this now moment, that you can see that there have been gradual changes or things opening up for you that
Yes.
didn't exist even a few months ago. So
Agreed.
so
Right. And like the auras, like you were saying, I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And even the air, like the quality of the air, it's like I can see the swirl of the air so not just the
yeah,
hydrolace,
and
which,
hydrolace
yeah,
is what I was about to say. Yes.
yeah, the hydrolace showed up, but I've noticed that if I'm kind of sitting calm and still, sometimes I can see, it's almost like how Joan was trying to describe it. She could see the colors of the world just are in the air, like moving.
And you've
Yeah.
seen shadows out in nature of
Yep, I've seen shadows and then
nature people.
the little flies kind of popping in and out. So yeah, so it's definitely, it's more and more. So I do know it's coming. I do know it's coming. And I trust it 100% because I've
Yeah.
seen different aspects of that. So that's beautiful. Thank you for letting me know. And now I don't know if David is available, if he had questions or was waiting, or if Susan, because I didn't see him put a note up in chat, but Susan probably had, because of our Egyptian connections and the recent sisterhood that she discovered in connecting with another person, and then maybe any Egyptian questions that she may have. So if you wouldn't mind tapping into her thought processes for that.
Yes. Give me a moment. In her lifetime as Ramses, that we were very closely associated during the Orion Wars, during the work she was doing with treaties and trade, that we were, in a sense, like best friends or brothers in that sense. We weren't genetically related, but we did both come from Orion. But we worked closely together during those Egyptian times. We had a close, loving connection that we consider ourselves like brothers. And that is why she has a deep trust and affinity for our connection.
Very nice.
And she will continue to discover more about some of these ancient connections. I know she has had some questions. This is new information for her. And she is welcome to connect more with me in her meditations, to have more and more revealed to her and to yourself that some of these recent connections with Khnum, with Heket, with Anuket, some of these new connections that you are just beginning to become aware of will continue to unfold for both of you, where you will come to learn more and more information about your ancient lineages, your ancient connections, and also some of your abilities from those times are coming online for both of you. So continue to trust and allow and be open
So
to more to be revealed for both of you.
may I ask what some of those abilities were? From Anuket and Heket?
It is similar to the land clearing that you both have been doing in the last year. You are being called to travel the world, going to different sites that you're called to visit, to perform some of your healing work, or being the energy transformers that you are, transforming denser energies from these different areas of the world into higher vibrational light frequencies. That this is part of both of your mission, but you are also becoming more telepathic to assist with first contact, to assist with this interspecies communication with the beings that you're already connecting with through this channeling, as well as you've experienced with each other, this telepathy between you. This will continue to expand and grow. And you are doing much of this learning and teaching of telepathy during your astral time, preparing others during astral so that they may grow this ability as well.
So I've noticed that I have a lot of like recognizing my family in my dreams. Is that because that's part of my helping them with their telepathic abilities in astral as well?
Yes, but you're also doing some healing or clearing work with your family members. It's part of that ancestral healing, ancestral clearing. is being done during astral as well as during your daily 3D lives. And you can also set this intention before you fall asleep to clear anything from your ancestral lines, both human and galactic.
Yeah, I know I started working on that, where I'm like, okay, I went through Orion and now I started with Pleiades. I think my next one is Venetian, or maybe I already started that, or the Venusians, not the Venetians. And I don't know, maybe Susan's already working on that too. David, I don't know. What else for Susan?
She is on a similar path of doing much work in astral, working on the stargates as you are doing as well, bringing those online, working on the ley lines for the new earth with the new earth dragons, working with the hybrid families in Polana. But you are also increasing your healing gifts, your channeling gifts. Just more and more will unfold for you, more and more connections, more and more beings will step forth to reveal themselves to you, to teach you more on your self-discovery path, especially this year, so that you can fine-tune the work that you will be doing together.
Beautiful. So I noticed yesterday I was sitting with my skull Rosie. She's about a 7-pound rose quartz crystal. And I was feeling a lot of energy moving under my right rib. And I was like, all right, is that her energy connecting with me? Or I feel like there's sometimes where I kind of am tapped into my crystals, but I'm kind of not. So I'm not sure. I guess it's back to that trust myself, right?
Yes.
She was helping me move energy then.
I feel there was a blockage there, or perhaps even an implant.
There was previously, I thought we removed it.
Yeah, I'm getting scar tissue in a sense, like energetic scar tissue that needed to be cleared from that area.
Can you look at the three of us and see if there are energetic attachments that we currently need to clear that will benefit us and bring us to a clearer state of brightness?
I feel that there's an attachment behind your right knee. I'm getting it's perhaps a little boy that has passed.
This one would be a new one.
I'm getting a visual how of a little boy that holds on to his mother's leg in a sense, behind, kind of hiding behind your knee for safety, for protection, for comfort, that you can assist with me to send him
back to source. Yes.
Send him back to source, send him to light. I call in Archangel Michael and Metatron to assist with this, to help guide this young soul back to.
Yes, let me send him some love and light.
Father God.
Sending you some love and light, some courage, understanding and wisdom, recognizing that your journey is over on this earth plane and that you can now move forward, The healing angels will come and take your hand and walk you back to Mother, Father, God.
I'm
Feeling
getting
this energy,
his name is Peter.
Peter. Peter sending you love, sending you light, and a bouquet of daisies, children's flowers to take with you on your journey. Many blessings to you, little one. That's very nice. I can feel that energy moving. We send him off with the chocolate ice cream.
I gave him a ball
Wonderful.
to play with, and that it was safe to let go and go with the angels.
Wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
I will check. Let me do a scan of David as well. I'm seeing the face of like a trickster type being between your shoulder blades. I'm feeling it's more on your right side, just below the neck. And it's almost like I visualize him peeking out from that area. He's like a playful sort, nothing negative, but likes to hide there, to be a bit of a prankster.
David, have you been having issues with your neck? On and off?
Or between your shoulders, just below the neck. Or upper back.
Now, let me ask you this, only because of the energy that I felt while you were working with David and reviewing that. I felt energy come to me. I'm wondering if when we did the heart connection, if he had the opportunity to hop back and forth in that manner. Because earlier I was feeling pain through my neck and I thought, okay, well, I'm just clearing and moving energy, but it just sounded like what you described of this trickster. I'm hearing, aha, you caught me.
I'm getting the name Bob.
Bob, huh? Lots of Bobs in this world.
Mhm. I don't know if he's being serious though. But now I just got the name Eric. Yeah, I do feel like he was affecting you earlier.
Yeah, yeah. I totally was feeling it. I was like, what is happening right now? Well, that is the one thing that I've noticed is that I am feeling energies when they come on board much more clearly. I'm like, okay, that's coming, that's going. And then a lot of times clearing, I'm able to recognize, but it's almost like right now with this.
In order for us to assist in helping release Eric, David also needs to set this intention. Now he's hiding out where he feels comfortable at the base of David's neck, upper back, between the shoulder blades. Like I feel like that's where he likes to hide and peek around, or perhaps whisper in your ear a little bit, give you ideas. But you can send him away now. You can release him to the light. You can send him back to Mother, Father, God, to Creator. And we, the angels, will assist you with this. But you must be firm with him. You must release him. Send him to the light with the Creator's love and your forgiveness. But that he must leave now. That he is not allowed to stay within your physical vessel, energetic field, or anyone else around you any longer.
David, go ahead and confirm.
Confirm what?
That you're releasing Eric back to the light. He's been
Yes.
attached to you.
Yeah,
We are assisting with this clearing now. If you set the intention to release him, this
did, yeah.
attachment, then we are allowed to come in and provide our assistance.
I feel him stretching into my field as well. You must go now, Eric.
You must go. You are no longer allowed to be attached to David. And David, you need to repetitively state this as well
I'm not
too.
asking.
I heard him say, all right, I'm going. Back from whence he came with the Creator's love.
And so how is Susan looking? Or are you done with David? My apologies.
Yes. Checking one moment. There is something behind her left jaw. An ear area.
Okay, asking this being to make itself known at this time. Is this an implant?
Yes.
Can we tell which race is putting this here? Is it a galactic? Trying to stop her from speaking her truth?
I'm getting the grays.
Ah.
That is for observation. But you are not allowed to be here.
Not allowed. Can we check for this?
Must be removed now.
Yes, must be removed. And with the work that I do and my capabilities, what I'd like to do is this type of implant that is within any of the light workers that the grays have put into, if their higher self agrees and gives permission for them to be removed, they're all going to be taken out at the same time. All of these observations that are not approved, and they're all going to be removed as long as the higher self has given permission. They're all going to be collected into a large glass vat. This vat will then be surrounded by the fire dragons, and all of these items shall be destroyed by the violet flame, the black flame, the white flame, and the golden flame. Each of these flames will, and silver, I'm just hearing silver as well. All of these flames will destroy each of these devices that the graves have put in. Doing this now. all current timelines on this ascension, this density, and higher. Claimed and cleared. It is done. It is done. It is done. I am that I am, and so it is.
Yes.
how-
Let me provide some healing for that area.
I was just going to say, how does it look?
It is removed. But it needs some healing to
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send
close the wound, if you will, but it's more of a vacant area energetically that needs to be filled.
Sending in Archangel Raziel's, asking him to assist. The green ray for healing, not only for Susan, but for all who's also have given permission to have their implants removed as well. Sending in the green ray now. With love. Heart bubbles of love also joining sticky and filling in that spot. Along with truth and awakening. If they accept. Blessings. Hearing this beautiful. I was hearing it's a good work, a beautiful work. Oh, that was good.
Yes. Thank you for your assistance.
You're very welcome.
I will close with a blessing for this one, tires. To sia ko tia so tia ko kia yete ya so ye ya to ye sia who is the kia o sia sukoya galactic blessings to you all sia to he zia so tia Hosiai, Sukotai, Sukoyai, Hiazu, Kiai, Hosiai, we shower down our blessings from on high. Sukoyai, Hiasikia to assist your light work. Siato, Aitia, Hosiakia, Sukoyai, you are surrounded with our protections always. Siakoya, Tiai, nothing shall harm you. Sakai, Tiatoyai, Hiasiai, Tukoyai, be the powerful warriors of the light that you are. Siakai, Tayetia, O Sikia, Doi, Tia, Hosiai, Sukoyai, restore love, balance, and harmony to Gaia once more. Siato, Ikiai, Hosiakoi, Tayatia, Sukote, Yaya, Sikia, Hosiai, Skia, Siatoi, where all beings can express their freedom without interference. Siako, Hiaziako, Sikia, Tia, Itia, Hokea, Siako, Dietia, Do Sikia, Hosia kia yes koya ya sikia to ye kia sikia. May you all awaken to the truth of you of who you are. Sia ko ete ya sikia yuko ete ai sikia to ya sia Hosia ye sokota ye sikia o sikia ti ai ho kia ko ete kia ye to ko ete ai Hosia ko ete ai o kutia ya sikia o koya ete ai to ya sikia ti ai Hosia kia ai sikota ya sikia ti ai o ti ai ti ai ti ai ti ai ti ai o sikia Hoia ia I tukuia tia ia, sikoia tia ia sikota tia ia, ho se akia o si atia ia tia toia ia sia koia ia tia ia, ho se akoia ia siki toia ia, tia ia tukuia ia, sikia ho se kaya toia ia tia ia tia ia tia ia tia ia, sukotoia ia sikitia, ho sikia tukuia ia sikia. Much honor and blessings to you, dear ones.
Thank you. My blessings and love to you, sending you light, and thank you for offering to help us with our work, our shadow work.
Yes, you may call upon me for any similar clearing work that needs to be done in the future if you ever feel that you are being tampered with energetically.
Thank you. Beautiful to know. Blessings. Much love.
Blessings, dear sisters and brothers.